It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And this one features the Ravens' superstar wide receiver. He rises when it matters most, and he comes in third in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Ravens and the Bears, next on Madden Football.
Now, the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup, which should be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in at the bottom of the NFL power rankings, and we understand why. They're 0-12.
And even beyond the power rankings, offense isn't playing very well. Defense is giving up a lot of points. That equals 0-12.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, you know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 10, touchdown, Chicago. Breece Hall, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdowns.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
Well, throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's the option. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
Definitely productive, including scoring his 14th touchdown of the season last week. It's going to be fun to watch the matchup now because he has a nose for the end zone. So if you're a defender, what's your job? Keep him out.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Jackson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. Here is blown up in the backfield. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 73 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Now, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 23. Oh, good move. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Oh, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. On the option right is Jackson. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Jackson. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass. And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. The Ravens at 10-2 on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. After a one-point game, 7-6. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They're going option play on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
There's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Hall up the middle. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Here comes the Bears punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And it's fielded at the 34. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. Zay Flowers and his offense about to begin their next drive.
Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And this is caught at the 20. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Chicago offense set to get started. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Play action. It's Fields. Throw left side, take it in by Pittman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Here's Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Meanwhile, Fields' throw caught by Pierce. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
They'll run with Hall. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On play action, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Touchdown, Chicago! Breece Hall, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bears have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45. They go play action with Jackson. His throw incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Darnell Mooney and the rest of this offense ready to go again.
Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice,
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
To throw is Fields.
Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long.
Hurry up, hurry up.
On third down, here's Hall. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll take it at the 42. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Mooney, the motion man right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Fields now to throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken in at the 11. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
You gotta make a move.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing is Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving them. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 18-yard touchdown run, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. That time, a 9-play drive, and it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to get going again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now Fields. He'll get this one to Pittman.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 126 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter.
Here we go, son.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Now it's Fields.
Wide open receiver, complete. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
On second down, they'll run it here. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Sit up.
A handoff as they run the counter play.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Lamar Jackson with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defense.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. For that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Ravens, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, you start to wonder if it's going to happen this year. The skid has hit 13 in a row on the season. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.